Man, I don't even have a clever intro for this. I fucking love this movie. That's right, the Super Mario Bros. Return once again, this time in space, exploring cosmic worlds and tackling galactic challenges far from the familiar Mushroom Kingdom. That is the most basic of basic IMDb descriptions for a movie ever. And honestly, I think that is for the better when you are going into a movie like this. If you want to know my thoughts on the last Super Mario Bros. Movie, my original review will be in the description. Yes, shameless plug. But basically, I loved it, okay? As a big Nintendo Mario fan, obviously my bitch ass was gonna be gushing all over that movie. And really, I was expecting to do the exact same thing for this movie. Yep, I was pretty much right. Yeah, I did the same thing. So much stuff happens in this movie that it's just so challenging for me to really find the correct words to describe how I feel about this movie. Obviously, this is a non-spoiler review, so if you think I'm gonna spill some guts here, I won't, so don't worry about that. Let me just warn y'all that I'm freaking the fuck out. But just like last time, we have another critics versus audience situation. And look, I'm not making a whole video about this. I've already said my piece with the first movie, and I think I took it a little too far when I talked about the first movie. Yeah, maybe I was a little too harsh on critics. Obviously, their opinions are completely validated, and I do believe that film critics are very important to film and cinema. So I'm not here to be on one side or the other, right? But I am gonna be honest, I really love this movie, and I'm gonna say this, and it's probably the unpopular opinion even from people that do like this movie. I like this movie way better than the first one, and I already really liked the first one, but to me the first film was just a little too simple. I like the more chaotic nature of this sequel. Now obviously there are some caveats, it's not like a perfect film or anything, but before I go into some of my small negatives with the movie, I first want to gush all over this movie. My god, there's so many things that happen in this movie that just had me and my buddy fucking hyping the hell out in the theater. It was so goddamn fun. First of all, I think the whole cast is pretty good. I mean, the cast was pretty good in the first movie, but I think they're just as equally as good here. Now, the new additions like Yoshi and Bowser Jr., I think were great additions. I like the Yoshi specifically. I didn't know how I was gonna feel about him at first. I really was worried that he was gonna get very annoying or that he was just gonna be there for cutesy shit and that would be it. But no, Yoshi is actually a team player in the movie. He's actually pretty funny too. Bowser Jr. was also surprisingly good, and the voice actor Benny Safdie did a really good job. In my opinion, he has probably one of the better character arcs in the movie, if you want to call these, I guess, character arcs. I mean, they are, but they're so simple that it's like, okay, but you get what I mean. Like, Bowser Jr.'s journey throughout the movie is probably the most intriguing out of all of the other things going on in the movie. This is not a spoiler because Nintendo and Illumination revealed this days before the movie came out. I'm a little conflicted on it because I understand why they did it. It would have been so cool if they just kept this a secret for it to be a humongous surprise in the movie theater. But oh my fucking god, Fox McCloud, oh my god, I loved him in the movie. He's truly one of the biggest highlights of the movie. And no, he's not just a cameo, he's actually a team player in the movie. They do a really cool sequence with his character that I was not expecting, that me and my buddy were just fucking geeking the fuck out in the movie theater when we saw it. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe they're actually doing this. Glenn Powell, who does the voice of the character, did a really good job voicing Fox. I was really expecting that he was just gonna use his normal speaking voice, which you can kind of hear it, but he does give it that Fox McCloud pizzazz that you actually hear him do in the game. So I was surprised by that. I think Glenn Powell actually did a really good job voicing the character. The animation is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, the first movie was already pretty good looking, but my god, this movie just is so visually stunning, and you can see just how much detail they poured into this entire fucking movie. Not only with like background references and Easter eggs and all that stuff, but I'm just talking about the world in general that they built. The galaxy looks gorgeous as fuck. The way that they recreated some of the actual levels and planets from from the game was really cool. It was just so fun to see them bring this stuff to the big screen and seeing them in movie quality, to say the least. It was just one of those things I was like gushing all over the movie. That was just like, goddamn, I can't believe I'm actually seeing this. And that score, oh my god, Brian Tyler, goddamn, this dude has the motherfucking sauce. The orchestrations of these iconic game songs, and not only that, but you hear like small little motifs of little tunes from the games. It's just very similar to the first movie, right? But I think this movie takes it above and beyond the first movie. And yes, there are a couple of licensed songs here, but they're very minimal. And for the most part, they work better here than they work in the first movie. Humor-wise, I think this movie also was a lot funnier and a lot more entertaining than the first movie. Again, the first movie is fun and has good moments in it, but I just feel like this movie takes it above and beyond with so many things that they do with the characters in terms of whether it be fight choreography or fun set pieces. I think they really went above and beyond with just really giving you the full Mario experience on the big screen, which, I mean, they already kind of did in the first movie, but they just cranked that shit to motherfucking 20 in this movie. And I just want to say, because I've been seeing this whole thing about, oh, the movie has so many references and Easter egg, that's pretty much just a reference and Easter egg content. I'm not saying that there isn't some of that in the movie, but when I hear people say that, oh my god, there's so many references to the games, and the reference in question is, oh, a power-up that exists in the games, or a location that exists in the games, it's like, to me, those aren't references. To me, that's just the world of Super Mario Bros. To me, that's just the world of this movie. So when people point power-ups and certain little things like that, or certain areas from the games in the movie, I'm like, shut the fuck up, you don't know what a reference is. This is just part of the world, and if you can't accept that, I think you might just be stupid. But I'm not saying that there aren't any references to the Easter eggs, because there are, and oh my god, there are plenty. I'm pretty sure me and my buddy didn't catch all of them, but we caught as many as we could, and the ones that we caught, oh my god, had us fucking going crazy. Even as like a small little thing in the background, I was like, oh, this is so peak. But now let's talk about some of my, I guess, gripes. Let's start with Rosalina. Rosalina is one of my favorite Mario characters of all time, so I was obviously super excited to see her here, and I like her in the movie. I think she's actually very good in the movie, and I do believe that Brie Larson plays the character very well. My problem with this is that she's not super involved in the movie. I mean, she's just pretty much a big plot device. There's little stuff that we do get from her I do think is pretty cool, and I like it. I just wish we got more from her. This movie is also very fast-paced, and sometimes it's a good thing and other times it's not very good, because when you want characters to just kind of settle down for a little bit and just chat a little more and have some character development or have some discussions about what's going on, it goes by a little too fucking fast. You know, like, characters should have discussions about certain things going on in the story, and I'm not saying that that doesn't happen, but again, it goes by so fast because the movie wants to get to the next big set piece and go to the next thing and go to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. It's a very fast moving movie. I think that will turn some people off. I didn't have a problem with it, but I do understand people being like, yeah, I mean, this movie's fun, but it just doesn't fucking stop. And the final thing is that this movie, while it being called the Super Mario Galaxy movie, it's not really a Mario Galaxy movie. Yes, the movie takes place in space like the Mario Galaxy games, but that's mostly just for dressing. The movie takes place in the galaxy, but it's not really trying to really retell the story of Mario Galaxy on the big screen, which again was a little bit disappointing because to me, Mario Galaxy is one of my favorite games of all time. I absolutely love that game with my heart and soul. So yes, I was a little bit upset of the fact that this movie is not like a direct adaptation of Super Mario Galaxy, but what this movie does right is that while it might not be a Super Mario Galaxy movie, it is a Mario 40th anniversary movie, because this movie really pays homage to the entire history of Super Mario Bros. In one movie. And again, I can understand how some people may see that as a negative, but to me, I just found it even more fun and more entertaining. I will definitely be watching this movie way more than the first one. Even with those little small complaints, I just can't help it. Like, this movie was made for me. The people that are gonna find the most enjoyment out of this movie are Nintendo and Mario fans. Everybody else, I'm not saying that you can't enjoy it, but you're probably gonna have a harder time to connect to certain things or to really like freak out over certain things. It definitely helps a lot being a big stupid nerd of this shit. So my final rating for the Super Mario Galaxy movie, and I already know that I'm gonna get side-eye for this, I already know that I'm gonna get people bitching about this in the comments, but man, I don't care. It's a goddamn 10 out of 10. I absolutely love this movie. Yes, is it super simple? Yes, is it super fast-paced? Yes, yes to all of that. But man, I don't care. I just had such a blast with this movie, and I can't wait to go watch this again and stay for the end credit scene. Oh my god, the end credit scene fucking peaked. And I already know that I'm gonna get people saying that, oh, you're just a Nintendo bitch, you're just a Nintendo fanboy, and whatever. I don't care. I take that as a compliment. But what did you think of the Super Mario Galaxy movie? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Or just kind of in the middle? Let me know down in the comments. I really want to know what you guys think about it. And like always, good day, good night, and stay safe.